Hello, friends. Today I am going to be reading Hansel and Gretel and the Green Witch by Laura North, illustrated by Chris Jevons. In this classic fairy tale, retold with a twist, Hansel and Gretel eat a lot of junk food and they aren't very active. And I chose this one to read, friends, because we already read a version of Hansel and Gretel and we saw a few videos to compare them to. So now we can read to compare this story to the ones that we already have heard. Hansel and Gretel like to watch TV. "What's on next, Hansel?" asked Gretel. Wow, there's crumbs all over. Look at the little mouse in the corner. He's got cheese crumbs. "I don't know," said Hansel. "Pass the potato chips." Hansel and Gretel also liked to eat. They wolfed down cookies and gobbled cupcakes. Oh, I'd be sick. So, friends, look at this word wolfed. They wolfed down cookies and gobbled cupcakes. I wonder what wolfed means. Can you figure that one out? They ate them super, super, super fast. Their father, the woodcutter, was worried. "My children will never move from that sofa." One day, the woodcutter thought of a plan. "I will lay a trail of donuts to lead the children into the forest," he said. Ooh, a trail of donuts. Would you follow and eat the donuts along the way? Give me a thumb up if you did. Oh, too many of you like donuts. Put those thumbs down. That's way too many donuts being eaten. Oh, Mr. Knudson has his thumb up, though. He likes donuts. "They'll eat them all, and then they will have to get some exercise to make their way back home." The donut trail lay gleaming in the sunlight, a cream-filled path with raspberry icing. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. "Yum," said Gretel. One by one, they ate the donuts, leading them to the middle of the forest. "It's gotten dark," said Hansel. "I'm still hungry," said Gretel, even though she had eaten 23 donuts. 23 donuts. How many of you think that is way too many donuts to eat? Okay, that's not enough thumbs going up. So if you had 23 donuts, I would think that you would have a huge bellyache right now. You could eat a worm like the crow up there. You know I like my worms. Suddenly they saw a house. "I think it's made of vegetables. Yuck!" cried Gretel. A witch suddenly appeared. "Is that a donut?" she croaked. "I like to eat children, but only active, healthy ones." Do you think she'll want to eat Hansel and Gretel? Tap your head if you think that you know what she's going to do next. What do you think the witch is going to do next? When you have it in your head, let me know. Okay, moving on. The children started to run, but the witch easily caught up with them. First, she forced the children to do an obstacle course. Look at all the different things she made them do. I wonder what they do with those sticks and the rings. "Please don't make us do any more exercise," begged Hansel. But the next day she made them swim laps in the lake. "I can't swim another stroke," cried Gretel. I wonder if their exercise is helping them yet. Give me 10 push-ups for complaining, cried the witch. On the third day, the witch made them jump over hurdles, throw heavy iron balls, and run a half marathon. So, friends, a half marathon is 13 miles. You're starting to look good enough to eat, she said hungrily. I am so hungry I could eat a house, said Gretel. And she started tearing off part of the roof. Wow, do you remember what she said in the beginning about the house made of vegetables? I wonder why her mind is being changed. And I wonder what's here in the tree. Can anybody guess what vegetable this is? It took me a minute to figure it out. See if you can figure that one out. I'll tell you on the next page. Hansel and Gretel ate the vegetable door, the vegetable chimney, and the vegetable table. Well, friends, that's a slice of a red onion. The children looked fit and healthy. Now you're ready to be my dinner, said the witch. Uh-oh. But Hansel and Gretel were full of energy. You can't catch us, they shouted, and they sped off quickly. Hansel and Gretel ran all the way home. They told their father what happened. Even the cat has broccoli. I wonder how many cats really like broccoli. The woodcutter was glad to see them. I'm sorry for sending you into the forest, he said. I just wanted you to get some exercise. Well, that night, Hansel and Gretel turned the television off. Ooh, what else did they do? Take a look at the picture. What else did they do that was different from what they did before? I see a whole lot of healthy foods on the table, but I'm trying to figure out what these are. Do you think those are mushrooms right here? Or this green stuff. I wonder what this green stuff is. Maybe guacamole? Ooh, vegetables and guacamole, yummy. They cooked a big healthy meal made from bits of the witch's house that they had taken with them. Oh, that's a good ending. So, how many of you remember what the kids took from the witch's house in the original tale? Did they take candy from the house or did they steal her gold? Have to see if you remember. So, here's some more pictures that we need to put in order. Pause the video and put them in order, and then we'll go over our answers. So now to answer the question of the puzzle. So if you put down C is number 1, that's where Dad comes in and he realizes that he needs to get those kids off the house. That's good. And then for the second one, if you said A, that's where he comes up with the idea of sending them off into the forest. And then if you go to E, that's where the kids are exercising because the witch is making them swim laps in the lake. And then D is where the kids are so healthy that they ran away from the witch so they wouldn't be eaten. F is when they return to their dad. And then the last thing in the story is when they got home and they cooked a big meal. On this page, you have who said what phrases. So Hansel and Gretel, the dad and the witch. So who said, I am worried about my children? Who said, I cook a lot of odd things. Number 3, who said we watch a lot of TV? Number 4, who said we hate doing any exercise? Number 5, who said I don't like to eat fat? And number 6, who said my job is to cut lots of wood. So if you look down here on the puzzle, you can check your answers down here on the puzzle. So friends, I want you to think about how that was different from the story that we read together already. And let's finish the book and see how many points we get. Ooh, book number 3, we get 100 points. Fantastic. So friends, stay tuned tomorrow for our next story together. Have a good afternoon.